Hey everyone, Bobby here. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to another episode of SEO Secrets. Today I am actually going to be kicking off a new series where I walk you through 8 key SEO tips that are relevant for not only for today, not only for 2019, but I believe these 8 SEO tips are reflective of the trajectory and the future of SEO of where optimization is heading. So these 8 SEO tips will help you not only establish a solid foundation in the optimization of your presence and your business and search, but I believe it will be. I believe that by implementing these 8 SEO tips, they will establish a framework for you to continue to grow and build momentum going into the future. Okay, so 8 SEO tips that are going to help you not only achieve a high level of optimization right now, but build momentum into the future. Okay, so let me just walk through this first episode. I'm just going to walk through these 8 SEO tips, give you the overview, and then in the preceding 8 episodes, I'm going to dive deeper into each one of these tips. All right, so again, 8 SEO tips for 2019 and beyond. Okay, number 1 is keyword research. I'm going to talk to you about a new way to think about keyword research that really, ironically, it goes beyond even a keyword phrase. I think that I think a big mistake a lot of people are making today is their fixation on particular keyword phrases. And I'm gonna talk to you and show you a new way to think about and execute and optimize for this topic of keyword research. Number 2 is site structure, and this is going to be a powerful episode because in site structure, I'm gonna teach you and show you how to properly optimize the core components of your website and the pages within your website, such as your metadata, your title tags, the metadata within your website, the image alt tags. So a lot of the core fundamental pillars of optimization kind of on the back end, the code side of your website and pages, all of that's going to be covered in episode number 2, where I talk about site structure. Number 3 is going to be all about content, the content that you publish on your pages, the length of the content, the importance of freshness of content, and how to achieve that. In that, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about on-site titles, H1, H2 tags, Q&A based content. So I'm going to be really excited to talk about episode 3, where I dive into the topic of optimizing the pages of your site with content. And I think I'm going to help you with a solid foundation for a content strategy for your website and your pages. Episode number 4 is going to be all about schema and JSON markup. Schema language, I've talked about this before in previous episodes, but schema and JSON markup, it's critically important not only for Google search and search engines that have adopted the schema markup language, but schema and JSON, it's also important for mobile apps, Google Maps, Foursquare, local map-based apps that are basically reading and interpreting local business data. And there's ways that you can go in and very simply optimize pages and content within your website, leveraging schema and JSON markup. And I'm excited to talk about that in episode 4. Number 5, episode 5, I'm going to talk about inbound links and citations. Okay, so this is probably episode number 5 is perhaps one of the most relevant episodes and these 8 SEO tips, or these 8 SEO episodes I'm going to be doing. Inbound links and schema. Inbound links and citations. This is basically where you're going to build the fuel and build the momentum that drives your presence in search. Okay. It's always been the case. It is today. It's going to be in the future. But all the way back, let's say in 1997, 1998, when Google first launched, it was all about the interpretation of inbound links and citations, and that determined your ranking authority and your presence in search. And it's extremely relevant today. And in episode 5, I'm going to dive deep into that, ways that you can go about building links, building citations, and how you can build that domain authority and location authority for your business by leveraging these inbound links and citations. All right, episode number 6, or the SEO tip number 6, is going to be about outbound linking. All right, I just did a recent episode, perhaps even the last episode was about the power and the importance of outbound links. But in this episode number 6, I'm going to dive deeper into outbound links, how to do it. I'm going to cover the number one mistake that I see people making with outbound links, and the importance how outbound links build health and authenticity and quality into the pages and your website as a whole. So extremely important episode, and that'll be episode number 6, or SEO tip number 6, where I talk about outbound linking. Excuse me. Episode number 7, or SEO tip number 7, is going to be about internal linking. It's sort of in line with outbound linking, but on episode 7, I'm going to talk about how to leverage internal linking to build silos. Okay, silos, it's a very powerful tactic. Bruce Clay, who's a long-standing SEO influencer in the SEO industry, he established the phrase silos, but it's a powerful technique, and I'm going to walk you through how to implement that into your website, how to optimize your pages to target your, what I call top tier pages, your top tier products or service pages, and this technique called silos. And not only that, but I'm also going to dive deeper into the whole logic behind internal linking from one page to another, navigation wise, how all of that comes together to help channel the page authority and the domain authority within your site. You can actually channel that authority so that it shores up to your most critical product and service pages. So I'm going to be really excited about SEO tip number 7, where I talk about internal links and silos. And then finally, SEO tip number 8 is where I'm going to dive deep into reporting and tracking and the analysis of data. Okay, so all of the previous 7 episodes are all about the optimization of building momentum and traffic and exposure and rankings and productivity. On this episode, number 8, I'm going to dive into the analysis, what key metrics are most important for you to be looking at. What metrics do we consider to be what we call productivity metrics? So as you probably know, there's millions of different analysis and reporting tools that are out there, but we've learned by working with hundreds of clients and over a decade of doing this, we've learned that there are some metrics that give you the most value in the data and the actual productivity that you are achieving from your presence in search. And so episode number 8 is going to be all about reporting and tracking and analysis. So that's it. I just wanted to do this episode very quickly, cover the 8 SEO tips that are going to be covered in the next 8 episodes, and basically announce the series that I'm going to be doing. I'm really excited to do it. And I think I thought a little bit about this series, and these 8 topics I think anyway, something else might be added along the way, but I think these 8 core topics help really define and create a strong framework for us to follow in building momentum and ultimately growing your presence and your momentum in search that ultimately transcribes into growth for your business. So again, before I sign off, let me just read these 8 SEO tips that I'm going to be covering over the next 8 episodes in this series. Number 1, keyword research. Number 2, site structure and the optimization of your metadata. Number 3 is going to be all about content. Number 4 is going to be all about schema and JSON markup. Number 5 is going to be all about inbound links and citations. Number 6 is going to be all about outbound linking. Number 7 is going to be all about internal linking and silo structures. And then finally, number 8 is going to be all about reporting and tracking and the analysis of your key productivity metrics. So that's it. I'm super excited to be kicking off this series. And so make sure you stay tuned as these next episodes come out. And of course, I'll be sharing all of this on our SEO Secrets Facebook group. So just go to Facebook, search SEO Secrets. Can't miss us. It's the big, my wife calls it an ugly icon. It's the orange and black starburst looking icon. That's our SEO Secrets Facebook group. I'll be sharing all these episodes there. And I created that group as a way for us to be able to interact and have conversation, answer questions, share comments, share feedback, and to create an interactive component to this SEO Secrets podcast. So that's it. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you soon.